What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's breathwork practice. I do not have a name for this one yet. I just felt inspired to record it, but the essence of this, you're going to know the name by the time you click on this, but as of the time I'm recording this, I do not have a name. So welcome to insert name that you've already read, and you've already read the instructions. Today's breathwork practice is going to be leaning heavily into alternating nostril breathing to help balance out the hemispheres of the brain, the masculine and feminine energies within us. To start today's practice, I just want to set an intention to bring harmony within. And so throughout the practice, if the mind wanders or it starts to talk about negative things, or you hear old patterns arise, I want you to, when you come back to your breath, say this to yourself: I am balanced and I am in harmony. I am balanced and I am in harmony. I am balanced and I am in harmony. That is our intention for today's practice. All right, so what we're going to do to begin this is we're going to do a couple deep, exaggerated exhalation breaths to kind of clear out any stale air that might be stuck in the lungs. So we're going to get into a comfortable position. If you want to do this lying down and you want to pop some headphones in, feel free to. I just will warn you, the arms get a little bit more tired when you're lying down trying to alternate the nostril breathing. But by all means, if that is what you feel most comfortable doing, I want to invite you to do that. If you're sitting upright, you can put something up against the wall. You can sit up against the wall. You can pop your butt up. Whatever puts you in a position where your spine is as neutral as you can get it. It does not have to be perfect. It does not have to look pretty. I'm almost positive 99.9% of the time that I am crooked because my spine is still a little wonky. So meet yourself where you're at. Get in a position that you feel like you can hold for probably 3 to 5 minutes, or that's roughly what I'm estimating the practice will take. So if you need time to get into that position, pause the video. And now we're going to get into it. So take a deep breath in through the nose with me and just hold it for a moment. And if you have to release it, go ahead. And what I want you to do is I want you to relax your jaw, open your mouth wide, and let out a deep sigh. Feel free to use the body if it helps you really exaggerate all this and just release it all. We're going to do a few more of those. Take a deep breath in and release it. Breathe in and then release it. Breathe in and release it. 2 more. Breathe in and release it. Breathe in and release it. Man, we could just call it right there. I feel pretty good. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of what we're really here to do today. So what we're going to do is we're going to take whichever hand you feel more comfortable doing. I'm going to use my left hand. And you're going to, there are mudras and all kinds of things in yoga. If you want to study that stuff more, I do not have proper terminology. And if somebody wants to correct me, feel free to. But what we're going to do is we're going to start by covering up our left nostril and breathing into our right nostril first. You can use whichever hand you feel more comfortable with. The opposite hand you can just place in a palms up position, or you can put it on top of your knee like so. Whatever feels more comfortable, just release tension. If you're going to put your hands palms down, notice if you're grabbing the knee versus just placing your hand there. Okay, hand over your left nostril. We're going to breathe in through our right nostril and hold, switch nostrils and release. Intentionally breathing out through that nostril. Now we're going to keep our hand on that nostril that we just closed up, and we're going to breathe in through the opposing one. So now we're on the left side. Hold and switch sides and release. Breathe in, switch sides and release. Breathe in, Switch sides and release. Breathe in. 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 Switch sides and release. We're going to pause here for a moment. You can release your hands from your nostrils. Return to a normal breath and just notice for a moment. We're going to do a few more rounds of that, but just notice where you're feeling in your body. Notice any tension showing up. I've noticed myself wanting to gasp for air with my mouth a few times. Just notice what your body's feeling, sensations that are arising, brain activity and how it's maybe balancing or getting more chaotic. Chatter of the mind and the ego and all the things you have to do right now, and you're wasting your time breathing when you could be getting this or that done. Just notice it. Now let's bring our hands back to our nose. We're going to cover up the left nostril again. We're going to breathe in through the right. Breathe in. Switch sides and release. 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 You can relax your hands again and just come back to a normal rhythmic breath. Again, just notice what you're feeling in your body. Notice how your mind is going to this place and that place, worrying about the future, noticing things about the past, all of the chatter. All right, and that's going to wrap up today's breathwork practice. Thank you for joining me in insert the name here, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste, y'all.